just like a light jacket over me in a class, and then I have like a shirt that's small like this, and then a sports bra underneath. And I typically, in the classes I do, like you can get it's hot, it gets really hot and sweaty, and your body's working really hard, and so yeah, I like keep my body warm, and with the jacket. And once I start there's also like, we use bidets here, so it's just like spraying water everywhere. The showers, like my shower doesn't even have a curtain, the water just goes everywhere. So I guess I could see these useful if you wanted to like clean the bathroom and want stuff. You know what? I have no idea. You tell me what you use these for. In the video I first used this in, I got lots of responses and things used them for, but since it's in this video again, feel free to share your experience with these lovely silicone slippers. Little random happy face, I love it. Okay, I am going to bring back all of our items. So we've got our little tan shirt here. Okay, we've got our little beauty blender. I wonder if that will make sense. Little. That was more my nail though. Makeup remover. You know, I call this a makeup. Yeah, it is for face, also face, eyes, lips. Yeah. So it is the one I got from Target was specifically like eye makeup remover. This seems to be for any kind of makeup. Let's put our little silver case here and our nail clipper. We've got our photo album on it underneath the shirt. Pink paper from some of the nuggets. I also got kids nuggets. Our little silicone flower bit and our spray bottle. Everything's kind of packed in here. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed some of the sounds. Thank you guys for everything. Bye for now. Hey you guys. In this video, I'm going to be doing a colour theme, and the colour is lime green. I love doing colour themes so much. I have a whole colour theme playlist. I'll try to link it below. I should count how many are in there. It's a lot at this point. I don't know if I've ever done lime green specifically, but there's one item that inspired the video. I'll tell you when it comes up. But I wanted to start with our famous water bottle that I purchased when I first came to Egypt. If you've been a subscriber for about 2 years, then you might have seen this. So she's back for an appearance in a lime green theme. I love the sound of this bottle. Turned out to be very worth it. So there's like this rubber bit here around the edge in lime green. The rest is this plastic. Ooh, there's some grooves along here. Kind of got these grooves like a wave going along the bottom there. Okay. That's an interesting sound. Can we do that again? I don't know how I made it. Oh. I don't know what that is. Anyhow. So it's actually decent. This part I think is yeah, it's just plastic. along here. This part of the cap, or the bottle neck, I guess, has a bit of a squeaky scratch to it, like tiny little lines. So it says S-I-S-T-E-M-A, Sistema. These are actually my natural nails. I just put some nail wraps on them with this polka dot design because I like it with the lime green. These are like the little shoulders of the bottle. So I'll give him a little massage. Give our bottle a massage. He's done a lot of work in the last 2 years. So today I put out a poll on Patreon, a poll asking about which story you guys wanted to hear for your next Patreon exclusive. So if you're on Patreon, make sure to vote soon because I'm going to make the video for you soon. So there are 3 stories that I've not told in full or at all on the channel, so go and choose from those. Okay, I should move on to the next item. I literally love that sound so much I completely forgot what I was doing. Okay, next item. This is the item that inspired the video. Can you see what that is? It's a little drum. It's a cookie shaped like a drum. And I'm going to open it and tap on it a bit. It smells really good. That actually smells like a really nice cookie. Okay, so there's a class that I take in Egypt called Pound. It's like an exercise, athletic, dance-like class where you use drumsticks to go to like the rhythm of the music and you like move it. I don't know, it's just so fun actually. If you like drumming in any sense, if you like just rhythm and work out with that, you would enjoy this class. And the colours of Pound, it's called, are this kind of lime green and black. So like a lot of it's kind of like Zumba, but it's a different type of thing, and it's Pound, and so like their branding colours are this lime green and black. And there's classes all throughout Egypt for this, and in the US also. I never learned about it until I was in Egypt, but there are classes in the US also. Look at how beautiful the back is. It's like got a perfect print. The mic is here, so I'm just wanting to be close to it for a moment, but I'll show you the ridges up close here. It smells like shortbread or something. It's really buttery. Very, very buttery smelling. So, apparently, the instructors all got together recently and did a party, and this was one of the gifts given out by, I don't know, the people that are in charge, I guess. like the teachers in Egypt are like the head teachers that do a lot of the trainings and things like that. They put together this event for all the other teachers, and this was something they gave out. I'm not a teacher, but I'm friends with a few, and the other night I got to spend time with one of my friends who is an instructor, and she brought this for me because I told her that I saw on their Instagram page all the cool cookies that they had at their event. She's like, I'll bring you one. So when I saw the colour, I was like, well, first I want to put this in a video, I love it. And then I chose the polka dots to go with it. I'm still trying to use my natural nails for all of January, if at all possible. So we are almost at the end of January. I'll keep them going. I'm really glad most of them have not broken on this side. One did, but it's okay. It didn't like break so low, so that's good. This is the little bag that the cookie came in. And this is, if you're in Egypt, this is apparently the name of the little bakery that did this and their number. I think they did an amazing job of doing like a custom designed cookie. Okay, the next item is this side, step 3 of my little nail file / buffer that's falling apart a bit. I don't use it anymore actually, I just save it for ASMR because I like the sound of these sides. I'm going to focus on the lime green side of course though. Like I said, this is the buffing side, and you can hear that it's not filing, it's just buffing. This side is step 2, remove ridges. Step 1, file. What's this? This is the 4th one. Step 4, polish and shine. Of course you do it usually like that. Let's just listen to all the sounds, the sides I mean. It's like a foam block, and then they just, we can see now how they've done it because this is so old, this is flopping off, but it's just got a bit of a white foam here that they've stuck the I don't know, what's the word for this? Not like a sticker, but you get what I mean. The label? I don't know. Okay, next item. This is actually the waistband of my workout shorts. I've flipped it inside out because it actually looks like this. It's just got this little bit on the top that shows the fluorescent green. So I'm flipping it over so you can see the whole thing. The lime green, I should say. So I purchased these from Fabletics. It's my favourite athletic wear company. I mean, I just think they're great. They're such good quality for the most part. It's just really, really good. The items lasted a really long time for me. But I got these simply because they were like on sale, and I needed some more dance shorts because mine were destroyed at that point. I had 2 that I'd had for so long, so I got these. I like them they're comfortable and they're good for dancing or working out, whatever you might do. But I don't really like, for some reason the fit is a little weird. So I like when there's like a little opening on the side, so that's perfect. But it's maybe like, maybe it's the color. Like they just had this color, and it was on sale because it's tan and fluorescent green actually. So you can see why it was on sale. So I don't like the colors, I guess, but I think I like the fit generally. I wouldn't mind if they were a bit longer. They kind of like, I have long legs, and so they just feel like really tiny. But this is a really comfortable band here. And of course they're made from great material like wicks when you're sweating, etc. I went to such a good Zumba class tonight, you guys. I've really started to love Zumba. You know, if you're a good teacher, it is such a fun class. If you have teachers that are like super into it, it's a really good workout. As well, if you're just there to work out, like you'd get a good workout, but for me it's more the dance, and it's so fun. Zumba is a combination of Latin and hip-hop styles. Those are two of my favorite styles of dance, so I just thoroughly enjoy the entire class. And the teachers that I found in this one particular branch of my gym has different branches, and they all have classes, dance classes and these kinds of things. And I found like another branch that had some really good teachers in it, and so it takes me some time to drive there, but not drive, I'm not the one driving, but I take a taxi or an Uber or the subway, and often a mix of those things, because the traffic can be really bad at the time of the class, so sometimes the subways are a lot faster. It can sometimes be a 4-hour turnaround to go to that class. So it's really fun to do sometimes, because I just like, the instructors are like dancers. They're dancers. They're not just like exercising, they're dancing. And I love that. Most Zumba instructors dance. It's a dance class, like you can't get around that, but some are better than others, and some are like professional, and then you're just like, yes. And that's how it is with the teacher that was tonight. So fun. I think she's a great instructor for like all levels, because you don't have to have dance experience to do Zumba. So if you go and you have no experience, you can still, like, if you have rhythm and you like to move, you can still follow, you know. But at the same time, people that are dancers can actually take the class and enjoy and really go 100% dancing too. So love it so much. Okay, the next item, I'm going to go for this one. You guys might recognize this also. I've had this little lotion bottle for so long, and I just, when it's finished, I just put more lotion in, because it's a great little travel lotion dispenser. You can see it's from Bath and Body Works, and the cap is lime green. It's called Beautiful Day, and there's a lime green apple on the front as well. Now the lotion that's in here now is not the original Beautiful Day scent. I guess I took another scent and just popped it in here, and it's kind of in there, but let's just rub a little bit into the back of my hands here. I like to put lotion on this part of my hand, it gets a bit dry. Do the palms too. It smells quite nice. But yeah, I can't remember the actual scent that's in there now. I filled it up to travel with probably 2 years ago when I came to Egypt, and there's still a little left. the sound of the cap. I'm getting lotion all over it. Oh no, this sounds so good. This is another one of those items that I might not stop. Like I can't stop, like especially this sound. The rhythm of it. Okay. The tag's like still here from so long ago. Back is like you can't even read the ingredients anymore because I've used it for so long. So it's a tip if you ever buy one of these, because they're quite expensive. I think I got this as a gift. Yeah, there's no way I would purchase this. They're like really expensive place, you know. Bath and Body Works. Yeah, Bath and Body Works. So expensive. The candles are like they're the great scented candles, but the prices of those candles. And in Egypt, they're like even more expensive in Egypt. So expensive. But yeah, because I've used it so long, I can't read any of it. It used to say Signature Collection. Yeah, but you can take this and use it as your little travel. You could even use it if you ever get this size. You can use these for travel cases for shampoo or conditioner. They're really well made and secure. So yeah, if you ever get one for a gift or something, or they have a sale, or you just like, you know, you want to pay for it, that's fine too. That's always an option. I forget the option because I'm just going to do it. It's so expensive, so I am speaking to you guys in Arabic now. It's so expensive, right? Okay. Next item. I want to kind of change the sound, so I'm going to go with this. So this is a bag of chips by a company in Egypt that's essentially Lay's, like a version of Lay's. I think that logo is pretty much Lay's, right? So this is called Shipsy, like chip, but they don't have ch sound, so it's Shipsy. That's an E, and that's actually B. There's also no P sound, just B, so it's Shipsy. And then that's an S and an E sound. So I did a video just a few days back where I taste tested a lot of different flavours in Egypt, some of them quite unique for Egypt. Like, for example, there was a kebab flavoured chip. And when I purchased all of the bags for that video, they have this like campaign going on for this company where they have someone's face right here usually, and they show their smile, and it's a different person and different Egyptian person in each on each bag, and it's just like a really fun campaign. There's like kids with braces, there's like really older men that have crooked teeth, there's like women with perfect teeth, there's men with, it's just like everyone is represented, and I just like it. So I really wanted to have all the bags of chips that had that on it, but when this one came, I ordered online and it did have the face, but when I got it, it didn't, so I didn't end up using this bag because I was able to find one that had a face on it. You'll have to watch that video for that to make sense, I think, but this is obviously a chili and lime flavoured chip. these are very, very cheap in Egypt. This is just £5, and for like the equivalent £5, let's see. Wow, it's just such a small amount. I can't even, like, let's go with like 3 cents, 10 cents. Most things are actually quite expensive in Egypt, so, but for some reason chips are just like very, very cheap. That surprises me actually. Okay, I was just like putting that bag of chips down, and I calculated it's about 15 cents, but right now in the US, like for the exchange rate. This is a little shirt that I purchased for one of the littles in my life. I'm going to be visiting the US in the next few months, and I got this little shirt for one of them because we're going to have an Egypt party together, and I told them that I would buy them Egyptian clothes. These are like hieroglyphics in old Egypt times. This was the writing used. This was used for writing, hieroglyphics. I'm sure you guys know what that is. But each symbol equals a sound, a letter, that kind of thing. So that's what that is. And the littles I'm doing the party with are so excited. Every time I go to the US, I do a party with these little ones in my life. I call them littles, they're kids. I just call them littles or nuggets. If you hear me say either of those things, I'm just referring to little ones. They're like getting older, and I love them so much, and I miss them so much, so we just do little parties every time I visit the US so we can play and stay connected. I do FaceTime with them and stuff like that often, quite often. That's so funny. The FaceTimes are really funny with kids. I've learned to like play a lot of games over FaceTime. We play this game where like the little one walks around with the phone and they put it really up close to something, and then they tell me not to close my eyes until they've put it up close to something. And then they say, okay, open your eyes, and like, you know, then I open my eyes and I'm seeing it through my phone, and I just see, you know, something really up close, and I'm supposed to guess what it is. So I'm like, that looks like it's some fabric. It's white. And sometimes I can get it, most of the time I can't. And then they zoom back and we see what it is, and then we do that for as long as I can handle it. Literally, they would do it all day if I didn't ever stop. Okay. It's a really nice material. I got this little shirt at a bazaar here in Egypt called Khan Khalili, and it's my favourite place in Egypt. I talk about it a lot. There's a little tag. It's a very touristy spot. People love to stop at Khan Khalili when visiting Egypt. I would highly recommend it. It's magical. It's a really magical space. Okay, so that's one of the little shirts. They're so excited. I already showed it to him. This is for a little boy. Oh, I love him so much. You guys probably might remember this. I think when I was in the States, maybe a year and a half ago, he celebrated his seventh birthday, and it was really sweet because I had him do a little video because when he was nearly 1 year old, I have a video with him. It's a little spoof on my channel from when I first started my channel, and it's him sitting on my lap just playing with dominoes, kind of like I had done a video like that with dominoes. Now I'm going to grab this. quite recently, so when I had him on my lap, I had him play with the same thing I had done in a previous video, and it was a spoof, it was a joke, so it was just sweet. He like turned 7, and so I put him on the channel, just not his face, just his little hands, and I think I said like he turned 7, and then linked his baby video, his little chunky hands, he had like little dimples in all of his, oh, so cute. Okay, well, on to the next item. Okay, you can see there are actually lime green Skittles in here, and this is the counterpart to the water bottle. It's a little Tupperware. If I remember, I will try to link that video below, his baby video, because it's worth a watch. It's silly, but like it's cute. His little fat legs, chunky legs, just rolls. Oh, okay. He like keeps putting them on the table like it's super. It's like basically baby ASMR, and it's you know not well done. It's throwing stuff, breaking things. It's not quiet at all. So I took out all the lime green Skittles from my little berry mix of Skittles that I've been enjoying recently. And there's a little divider here, so you know you could put like some carrots and some dressing, etc. Or like maybe some quesadillas and some salsa over here, so you can separate it. Since purchased some Tupperware, the lime green lid actually. There's some writing on here that gives some texture. Sistema, made in New Zealand, and it says BPA free. What's it say? Designed and made in New Zealand. So this little divider does not go to the top, so if I put it upside down, it allows the Skittles to slide from one side to the other. Let's do it again. Now they're stuck over here again. I feel like that divider should go to the top, because if your little Tupperware moves around, then the separation doesn't really work anymore. Okay. This next item is a very loose item for my theme, but you know, I'm liberal with my things. And it's simply because there's just a few little letters that are lime green. So I had to include it. It's a little sticker page with the Arabic alphabet. I'm giving this to one of the babies. He's really tiny. When I go to the US, he's a little nugget. Oh, he's so cute. I had a dream about him last night. It's like taking care of him, my dream. I love them so much. So let's see. This is an equivalent, like the equivalent to a B. It's called ba. That and the dot underneath. This is an equivalent to an A, the line and this on top. It's called alif. Wait, are there two alifs? Yeah, there's two alifs. I was like, so they put, you know, essentially probably like we do in the US, two of each vowel, you know. So hopefully the little guy will enjoy some stickers. He's not like a baby, but compared to the other ones getting older, he's like my baby. So he's a little too small to attend our Egypt party. So I got him some stickers instead of clothes, because all the others, I got clothes to wear to the Egypt party. This is equivalent to a T sound, ta. It's called ta. I'm not really showing you the letters that there's no equivalent to, but there's many we don't have the equivalent to. For example, this sound here, we don't have this sound in the US. Not in the US, sorry, in English. It's like rein, comes from your deep throat, rein. And then there's one that's its counterpart. Where are you? Here it is. This one here, it's ein, ein, ein. And this one's rein, it's lower. So yeah, we don't have all matching sounds in Arabic and English. It's so funny, you guys, when my boyfriend and I we've been doing this thing where, so there's also some sounds in English that are not in Arabic. For example, I said earlier, there's no P sound in Arabic. So anytime someone speaking Arabic, grew up speaking Arabic, says a word with a P in it, they switch it out for a B. So instead of saying Pizza Hut, you'd say Pizza Hut. Pizza. So it's hard for native Arabic speakers to hear the difference between the P and the B sound sometimes. If that's, you know, something they haven't practiced, and that sort of thing can be harder to hear. Just like it's hard for example, in Arabic there's a sound for me that's really hard to differentiate. There are two different T sounds. One is on, which is like our T, and then there's another one that's like ta, and we don't have that in English. So when someone says a word starting with ta, like, I always think it's just a T sound, so I just repeat it with a T sound, like ta. It sounds similar to someone that doesn't speak Arabic. Ta, ta. That's just ta. There's no difference. But those two sounds are different in Arabic. I'm probably not even saying it as correctly as I should. But anyway, we play this game, my boyfriend and I. Well, I'll say, you know, a word in English. I'll try and think of a really hard word that he's not heard of, and then he tells me if it's a P or a B that it starts with. So, you know, it's something like, you know, persecution, and he has to hear it many times before he can say, okay, that's a P sound. And often we guess the wrong thing, so then he does it with me and with that T, for example, and ta, and I get it wrong also. We just sit and laugh at each other. It's great fun. So this is simply a really nice scarf. I actually got this from Morocco and I've had it for years and I love it. I like when I can get these kind of sounds from the fabric. So in Egypt, I've said this many times, but I'll say it again, I usually cover my head. I always cover my head when I go outside. Women don't have to do that in Egypt. It's not a legal requirement, but quite a large population, large percentage, I mean, does cover their head. And for me, I like to cover my hair just because I'm in a very conservative area and I would stick out like a sore thumb if I didn't, and I'd prefer not to get that attention, or it's a bit safer for me, etc. And it's just a bit like respectful in this particular area. So it's a way for me to show respect of different culture. However, it's a rough topic because, as you guys probably know, or maybe you don't yet know this, but I'll share it again. I've shared this in a previous video, but it's worth sharing anytime I can. In the country of Iran, currently, women are required to wear a head covering. It's called hijab. They're required to wear this by the law. And about 5 months ago, a woman was killed, murdered by the government for not wearing her hijab. And, excuse me, she wasn't wearing it correctly. She had it on, was not wearing it correctly. So it's even worse, you know. It's all terrible. No one should be killed for that. So the people of Iran rose up in revolution and have been fighting for 5 months now almost. A revolution in Iran, and many people have lost their lives trying to fight for freedom, for basic human rights. So do me a favour and look that up if you haven't already. The Iranian people need our support and need the world to hear what's going on there. Because essentially people who started protesting, both men and women, who started protesting to bring rights for people, that we should not be killed if we don't wear this correctly or if we don't wear it at all, and other awful things. And those people were arrested, many of them arrested for protesting, and they've started to slowly execute them. Sorry for the horrible news in the middle of an ASMR video, but it's worth it to me because they need like voices, so we need to be their voices and advocate for them. So if you can share anything you can on social media and get that out there, that gives a voice to the voiceless and helps to fight with and for the people of Iran, fighting for basic freedoms and rights. They're really trying hard to keep their revolution going. They don't want it to burn out. They want change to take place, and so far the government has pushed back quite hard, obviously executing people to try and scare people from pushing for this. But people have given their lives for this. Can you imagine giving your life, you know, for your basic rights and for the freedom of other people? Like, those people are brave. Mad respect. Okay, I'm just going to bring back each of the items. And lay them out here. Hear all the sounds that we heard. I'm going to grab all the fabrics and put those right at the bottom so we can build upon them. I don't really have the space. I used to have this little brown table that I would use when filming, and at the end of themed videos I bring everything back, and I don't always have the space now, so I'm going to try to do it where I'm just going to pile things around. little buffer. A bag of chips. Our little drum cookie. It smells so good. Last but certainly not least is our famous water bottle. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this colour theme video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now. Hey you guys. In this video, I am going to be doing a colour theme, in this case rainbow. I do lots of colour themes on this channel. Usually it's just one colour, but I wanted to do a theme of rainbow colours. I have this first rainbow item, and it is a pack of rainbow coloured popsicle sticks. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I found these at a store in a mall nearby, and I was excited because I've been like, ever since I got these nails that have like rainbow colours on them, I wanted to do a rainbow theme. So I've been gathering items for this video. Let's put these down on the table. I remember playing with popsicle sticks as a kid, like it was like an activity. I guess it's still an activity for kids right now. Like, you can get these and do like make little houses with them. Whenever I play with littles, I give them these to play with. I don't know why they're so fun for kids. They can be really creative. It's like you can build lots of things with them. So it's fun when you get some that are coloured like this. I don't have any littles in Egypt with me at the moment, but I do have friends that have little ones, so I will pass these on to them. But I wanted to get them for this video. I have a few, like a handful of things here that I'm so excited for. do. I can go over like 7 hours, but I'm really bad at less than that. I'm just not like functioning with properly. So you parents of young little ones that are getting very little sleep, my heart always goes out to you. Like, how are you functioning? I know your body like sometimes has to get used to it a bit, but you people are like amazing. My friends with little ones that are getting very little with the colour yellow. So everything that I tap, scratch and make sounds with will be in the colour yellow. I love doing colour themed videos. I actually have a colour theme playlist. I'll try to link it below in case you like them also. So we are starting off with this bright yellow plastic ball. It's a nice, thick, sturdy plastic ball. It's got these lines going across it. The lines follow the entire ball. And per usual, there's a few plastic bits down here kind of stick out and give you a bit of a scratch sound. I've got some blue to go with the yellow. I love this ring. I got this recently at the Mall of Arabia. I'm enjoying it. I wanted to say thank you to you guys for putting your country flags in the comments of the video that I put out kind of midday US time yesterday, I think. I had put out a video, 2 videos talking and no talking versions of them, of this like plastic globe that sounded really good, but it was kind of cool because I had asked in the talking version if you guys would put the countries that you're from, like write them in the comment section or put the flag of the country you're from. And I had asked if you're from the US, maybe, you know, put the state that you're from. And it was really, really cool to see how many people commented on that video and put, I just like scrolled down and saw all the flags and like I got a bit teary-eyed at some point and I was like, this is so like special. I want to like take a screen recording of it and put it out as a video and ask for more people to put their country flags. So I did that. I put out a video just with a screen recording of the comment section. I was like, if you didn't already comment on that video, tell me here where you're from. And it's like, people are from everywhere. Everywhere. And like, I'm very humbled by like everybody's ability to write in English so well. Like, I wish that I could speak or write in another language as well as most of you guys do. Okay, I'm putting the ball down. Got the plastic mat down here, but I chose to put the camera up a bit higher today because in talking videos I kind of want you to hear my voice and the item equal as possible. So, of course, we are focusing on this part of the box. So this is a little box that some wax paste, I think it's called, came in, that I used for a video. It's a really like interesting substance. It's kind of like a wax version of like Silly Putty, in the way that it kind of like pops as you play with it. But it's so interesting because when it's cold, it makes like a high-pitched sound of like wax. Like, it's so interesting. And then when it's warm, like if you just put it in your hands and warm it for a bit, it's like it becomes soft, and then like once you pull it apart, it's cold again and it's high-pitched tappings. I love it. So it's called White Paste. It's a washable hair remover, passion fruit. It's for the face and sensitive areas by
Avuva, A-V-U-V-A. Avuva, Avuva. Let's see. The ingredients are sugar, water, citric acid, passion fruit. And they have the ingredients in Arabic as well. So, white paste. So it's kind of like it's for waxing different parts of your body. So it's kind of like a wax paste. That's at least what I call it. It's hard to say. Okay, so the inside of the box has the logo in like black and white. Looks really nice actually. So they've got passion fruit all over this side of the box, and I think it looks really nice. The purple and the yellow together look really nice. So I've already used the wax paste thing for a video a while back. What does it say here? Washable, all skin types, long-lasting fragrance, sterilized. I wonder how many colour-themed videos I've done over time. It's a lot. I feel like I've done most colours at least twice over the years. In fact, I've said this before, but my very first video on the channel was technically like a colour theme video. I called it Minty Fresh, and it's because all the colours were some form of mint colour, and it was the nail colour that I had that inspired the theme. It was like I was in the shower and I'd painted my nails preparing to like make my first video, and I'd grabbed a bar of this soap, like a really basic soap. It's like a green colour. I can't remember what it was now, but it looked so nice with the kind of periwinkle that I had on my nails. And I remember looking at the colours together, and that like is what inspired my first video, and it inspired like themed videos. I used to do just all like, I used to like name each of my video with a theme, and then I would tap and scratch on items that all fell within that like theme. Sorry if you've heard this before, but I'd say one of my favourites was like my castle theme. Everything that I felt like you'd see in a castle or experience in a castle, I did like a theme of tapping and scratching all those items. I'm curious if you guys have watched my channel for a while. First of all, thank you. But what have you had a favourite theme of the themes I've done over the years? And if you haven't been with my channel for a while, thank you so much for being here. I'm excited that you are joining for a yellow themed video, and I hope you get some tingles and enjoy these sweet funny people that are part of this community. I think you people are hilarious and sweet. You're very kind and very funny. I laugh at comments all the time. There's some really the one that always sticks out to me still when I think of one of the funniest comments ever is when by the way, this is obviously a yellow shirt. It's like quite fluorescent yellow, and yes, it does say pink on it. It's from the store Pink. This was a friend of mine dress, and I got it in a clothing exchange. I wear it to dance all the time. But yeah, I think one of the funniest comments was when I accidentally uploaded a video and it was upside down. I can't do it justice because I can't remember the exact wording, and the wording is necessary for the humour. So I'll just say it's from the video that I put out that was accidentally upside down. I didn't realise it. There was this time where, for some reason, to this day I can't figure out what was wrong or how it got fixed. I have no idea. But it was doing this thing where whenever I would go to upload a video to, like, in my editing, whatever, to edit the video, like, I'd realise, like, when I'm filming, it looks like a mirror, but when it would show up in my, like, editing process, it would be, like, you know, backwards. It's like this would be on this side, you know, and I could not figure it out. And I looked online, I did everything they said to flip it. You guys sent suggestions, I did those things to flip it, and for some reason it just wasn't working. And so one time I decided that after editing and exporting, I would just flip the video, like, okay, I won't get into details. I thought I would just flip the video and then upload it. That's the short version. And for some reason, when I do that, it goes upside down. It shows up upside down on YouTube. It was the weirdest thing. So yeah, the first comment on that video, if you ever see it, I think I may have, you know, fallen over a bit laughing, and I did not remove the video because of the comment section. It's worth taking a peek at. Just flip your phone upside down and watch it. You kind of have to have some specific settings for that, but you could try it. Yeah, and then it just kept doing that for a long time, so I just kind of, like, waited to see if it would remedy itself, and sure enough, one day it just did it correctly. I don't know, all the things that I was supposed to do to fix it in the settings, supposed to be very simple, never worked. Let's be honest, it was probably, I'm sure that I'm at fault for that somehow. I just don't know how exactly, but I know it was me. I know that I'm the common denominator in every scenario. And I tried it again another time. I was like, let me just try this again. I flipped it after exporting and uploaded it. Sure enough, it was upside down again, so at least I knew this time to look for that. Because when I watch it on my phone or something, like after editing, like it doesn't show up upside down. It's only when you upload it to YouTube. So yeah, that's fixed now. Comment section, worth it. This is a great top for dance or any athletic thing that you guys might do, but like wicks away sweat, and it's great. It's got like one of these bags, what's it called? Racer back? Okay. Let's go to the next item. But actually first I want to do this again. Kind of like the sound. this book. So, it's in Arabic, obviously. So, I don't actually know what this book is about. I can't see. I can't understand. Yeah, I don't understand what it's about. I can read in Arabic, like I can, when I say I can read, I can read it, I can pronounce it. Doesn't mean I'm pronouncing it correctly, it takes me a long time. And that's just the name, this is the author, okay. And the author's name is Christina, that's funny. I've shown this book to you guys before, and someone from Egypt, I'm sure, kindly explained what it is about. But if you wouldn't mind, again, if anyone wants to tell us what this means. Min kul ahraj, min kul, from all something. Okay. I'm like first grade level Arabic reader. I should redo the Arabic speaking video that I did when I first came to Egypt. I had been here for maybe 3 weeks, and a lot of you were asking me to do a video in Arabic, and I did. Super chill, just sitting on my couch there in like the Airbnb I was staying at, not knowing that I would stay for longer, but I learned how to read and write in Arabic when I was college, and long story short, it's basically a very formal version of Arabic that you learn in school in the US, and I had to skip from the first class to the third class, and then the fourth and fifth. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, I did 1, 3, 4, 5. Not a good idea. So I was really behind in understanding because of that. But I had the reading and writing down because we learned that in the first class. But it wasn't too big of a deal because the Arabic that's spoken in Egypt is actually called Amiyya, and it's very different from formal Arabic. Every Arabic speaking country has a bit of a different what's the right word? It's a different dialect of Arabic in each place. So you can have like Lebanese Arabic, Syrian Arabic, Egyptian Arabic, Moroccan Arabic. Some are more similar to each other, and some are different from each other. But it kind of doesn't help too much to learn formal Arabic and then go to an Arabic speaking country to speak the local language. I mean, it does help, of course it does help, but in a lot of ways it's a totally different language. At least for someone learning from the outside, you know. Grammar is similar though, and you can put some of those things into practice. Anyway, if if you guys would be interested in an updated version of that, because I've been here for over a year now, and my Armenia is better, just more vocabulary. Still very bad in comparison to most of your abilities to speak English when it's not your I'm like losing all my words, when it's not your native language. There it is. Unbelievable how people around the world speak English so incredibly well, and it's very embarrassing to be an American and show up and just be like, I can't speak your language and here you are speaking mine and I'm in your country. Like, we need to learn more languages in the US. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go to this one. In the no talking version, this was actually the last item in the video. And I regretted that because I feel it makes really good sounds. And I was bummed because I hadn't used this item before and didn't realise it would be so good. I wanted more of you to hear it, and you know, towards the end of the video not everyone gets to the end, so it's quite a long video too. So I'm moving it up. Let's see. The thing that's kind of interesting is that I want to get it at the right angle so you can hear. I haven't yet, actually. Okay. It's like as the oil moves around, the tone changes. And then it's got this kind of ribbed center. This is just a tiny bottle of extra virgin olive oil by a company here called Wadi Food. Zayt Zatoun Bakr Mumtaz. I think that's what it says. Zayt Zatoun means olive oil. Zayt is oil, Zatoun is olive. Bakr Mumtaz, am I reading that correctly, guys? I mean, Mumtaz is like correct or perfect. I guess that could. Bakr maybe is extra virgin. Maybe Mumtaz. Anyway, let's see. It's got this red lid. Let's see if I can get it off without making too much noise. It's been open before. Oh. Oh. My gosh, you can like hear the little like oil pieces. That's cool because there's like oil along the edge. You can't really say oil pieces, so I don't know what else to say though. Oil bit? Like oil. There's oil around it and you can hear it kind of. But the way it sounds, it almost makes it sound like there's pieces. Let's do it again. something very special happened. Two of my students from I used to live in India, and two of my students actually married each other today. It was really cool. I got to watch it online. And when I say watch it, I mean Indian weddings that are online are like these 4-hour events that get like, nowadays they're like all on YouTube. They're like streamed. And I was joking with some of my other students that sent me the link and everything. I was like, they're like, did you watch it? I'm like, what? You know, I mean, I skimmed through the 4 hours. I didn't sit and watch the entire because it's the amount of cultural formalities that you have to go through in an Indian wedding are just like out of control. You're sitting there for so long, and there's like every formality. It's usually so hot. Everybody's got like their little things they're using to wipe their faces. Every auntie, every uncle has to, like, I don't know, share something. The pastor goes up and speaks for a long time. There's worship songs that are sung. It's like everything. There's so many bits and pieces of different kind of ceremony things that go on. It's so long. So I like skimmed through it, you know. After it was over, I just went and, you know, get the gist of it. Because literally, for 4 hours, you're basically just sitting watching the bride and groom sit there. They're sitting there, and multiple people come up and say things, you know. And I can't understand. Like, can't even understand. It'd probably be more exciting and meaningful if I could understand. But although I did live there for the extent of like 2 school years there, I can't understand much. And that was a while ago, so like I can't understand anything. It's like just I hear basic words here and there, but I can't put anything together at all. So, oh, here. I think I may have found a good angle. One time I got an entire custom video request of just bottles with liquid tapping like this, where you're moving the liquid and the tapping changes as the bottle moves around and the liquid moves around. Cool custom video, I love that idea. You guys are really creative. Okay, what is next? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go for this cardboard pieces from Settlers of Catan. These are board pieces. The wheat, or I think it's called grain. This is my favourite game, Settlers of Catan. I made videos tapping on all the pieces of the game. A talking and no talking version recently. And I pulled out the yellow ones for this video because I really like the sound of these pieces. It's like a very thick, sturdy cardboard, like the base of any board game. But in this game, all of the pieces come in these shapes, and you put them together, and it kind of allows for the board to change every game you play. There are different kinds of resources in the game, and in the talking version I basically just explain how to play the game while tapping and scratching on everything. But yeah, there's multiple resources. This is just one of them. Does anyone else love Settlers of Catan? Anyone else play that? Is it anyone else's favourite? It's my favourite. I love it. I could play it almost every day. and thankfully a friend of mine gave me an extra game. They had two when I was in the US. I was telling them how I'd been looking for it in Egypt, and they were like, wait a second, we have an extra set, we're going to give it to you. And I was pumped. I filmed a video earlier today with the winning cell phone case from a previous video, and it's the one with the black pom-pom, and I ended up like cutting it, doing all sorts of fun sounds with it, and there's like little bits of the pom-pom everywhere now. The bottom of the board game is entirely blue, and the outer parts of the board game are blue. They represent the water. And then these parts of the land, there's like a green one that's like, we say, when I play, apparently, I just found out we've been using all the wrong words. If you're actually looking at the instructions for the game, they called it lumber, but we called it wood. We called this wheat, they called it grain. There's another one that is ore. Some people call it rock, but we call it ore, and I think that's what the game says it's called, ore. And there's... we say sheep, what's the correct one? Wool, probably. And the last one is brick. I think they also called it brick. Together. I mean, they're more just like kind of fun to look at, the vibrant colours. Generally, I'm not a huge fan of neon colours actually, but these are just kind of fun. They're just fun for video themes and stuff. I've been wearing lots of black with them lately because the nails you see on me are on me for like an entire week straight, no matter where I am. So I do tend to look a bit, out there when I walk down the street. I've got pretty extravagant nails all the time. So I've been wearing black outfits because I kind of like the electric yellow with like black. Okay, let's get the next item ready. Okay, I have grabbed the next item. This is a little yellow marker. And it's just from a little marker set that I purchased at a store in the Mall of Arabia also. It's a set of rainbow coloured markers, and I used it in my rainbow colour theme video, and I like some of the sounds of the lid popping on and off. The top of the pin, it's all plastic. The top is ridged, so you can hear. Sometimes I think of you, Atrice, one of my subscribers. Her name is Atrice, and she's described to me that you have to clarify for me, Atrice, that you are either, I want to say partially blind, but not completely blind. Like you can see some movement and stuff. Explain it to me better. But I think of you sometimes with like sounds, and how ASMR must be such an interesting experience for you, getting used to the sounds of items and like in identifying different sounds. Like, what percentage would you say you can, in an ASMR video, is it for you like visual, based on how much you can see, and auditory, I assume? Yeah, I want to hear from you, because I know you've shared bits and pieces, but I know you watch the videos also though. So I'm so curious, and wonder if that enhances the ASMR experience at all, because of having your auditory senses heightened or more, I don't know, advanced in a sense, you know? Yeah, because when I mentioned it being ridged, I'm like, I bet Latrice knew that from sound long before sight. I don't know, curious. Let us know. Latrice is so sweet, so encouraging. Pretty unbelievable woman. Okay. I am going to just pretend to draw on you with the marker. Drawing a big heart. Oh, I should do some. I haven't done tongue clicking for a while. I don't know why, but when I do hand movements with the camera or these kinds of movements, it brings out the, I think because I want to like make a sound with the movement. Of course I had my hand down below making the sounds to kind of match the movement. It's not as fun when you can see it, so I put it over here, but the mic's not picking it up as much. Okay, anyhow, moving on. Okay, I'm gonna grab this cleaning product. I got this accidentally. A friend of mine had suggested, like, it's this brand, looks exactly like this, but it's purple, and I purchased it online on the website there. I can get like different foods on. They have a market that has, you know, cleaning products as well. It's called Talabat, or I sometimes use Breakfast. There's in Egypt at least, and that had like multiple versions of this. It looked exactly the same price, this, that and the other thing. One was yellow, one was purple, and they were out of the purple one, which is the one my friend had suggested. And I guess it's for some kind of like antibacterial for when you do laundry or something like that. I think that's what it was. So they were out of the purple one, so I thought this was like the same thing, just with a different scent, but turns out it's different. So it's an antibacterial, 3 times power, floor cleaner. It's a floor cleaner. Got lots of floor cleaner. In the comment section of the no talking version of this video, one of you said that this was the favourite item for you. Yeah, the plastic sounds really nice. It says removes tough stains, protects from illness causing germs, fresh fragrance, germ protection, freshness helpers. I don't know what that means. Cleaners, free from bleach. Okay, I see. Germ protection, and then it says it something, some word I don't know, and then chloride, freshness, fragrance, helpers, water dye, sodium, etolate, borax, cleanses, alcohol, C10 through 18, bunch of other words, and it says free from bleach. How to use. I don't know why, but I love when people like hearing instructions or ingredients or descriptions on food products or things like that. I tend to enjoy that in ASMR. So sometimes reading some of these instructions does that same thing. Let's see if you enjoy it. Of course, this is a floor cleaner. It's not like the ingredients in a blueberry muffin. How to use. Everyday cleaning and disinfection. Dilute 125 milliliters per 2 liters of water. 4 capfuls per quarter bucket of water. For all hard surfaces. Gently mop the surface. Extra disinfection. Dilute 125 milliliters per 1 liter of water and leave diluted mixture for 5 minutes on surface before wiping. Tough stain cleaning. Apply undiluted with cloth or sponge and wipe surface clean. بعدين بالعربي هنا. D-E-T-T-O-L. Dettol. I think I've gotten too used to using like my natural like water and soap concoctions. They smell so bad when I use them. It's like so intense. So I still like prefer to clean with just soap and water, like an antibacterial soap, but yeah, sometimes you just need stronger cleaners though. But anyway, this was supposed to be a laundry thing, but now I have floor cleaner. I should give this to someone who will use it. Got a bit of a lime and lemon thing going on here. I like these colours next to each other when thinking of lime, lemon, lime, lemon, lime, lemon, lemon, lime, lemon, lime, lemon, lime, lime, lemon, lime, lemon, lemon, lime, lemon, lime. Makes me think of 7-Up. When I was little, I used to take a can of 7-Up and I pour it in a mug. And I'd pour it in where, if this is the mug, I'd pour it where there's about that much space at the top. Because what I would do next is I would put it in the freezer. And once it was almost fully frozen, you take it out, grab a spoon, and it becomes like an hour-long activity for a kid. Spooning out frozen 7-Up. So good. So good. It was like my version of like a popsicle when I was small. I used to do that with other littles, family members, and yeah, it would last us a long time. And it was the best when it was like to the point where it was like half frozen and half melted, like, oh, delicious. Gosh, I really like frozen things. I'm thinking back of all the different frozen. I love eating frozen fruit. It's like so much. And I freeze like fruit juices to make like frozen desserts. But they're like just fruit juice, not like anything added but maybe honey. Really good. Okay. I'm gonna grab this little hat. I think I just dropped something. Hopefully it's already been used. We'll have to find it later. Okay, this is like a little hat that people wear in Egypt sometimes in different settings. It's just like a really simple little hat you can pop on. And at one point when my hair was like super short, I purchased a few of these. They're really cheap, because the head coverings that I wore at that time, I had long hair and I would put it in a bun behind my head and then put the like headscarf on, and like it actually helped create some like cool things I could do with scarves that made like different kinds of turbans and stuff that I could do with just putting my hair in a bun, like using it as a base to go around behind my head. I don't know how to explain. For example, if this is the front, it would not have this bunched up part, but it like, let's say it looks like this, and then behind your head it like goes in like a bun, and it kind of looks like a turban type look. It looks really cool with earrings. And anyway, I did that a lot when I first was in Egypt, but then I accidentally chopped all my hair off. I was trying to do a haircut where like one side was long and the other side was shaved, and I failed miserably. Like, I didn't do the haircut on myself. My friend and I went to a hairstylist that she had gone to before, and I showed a picture of what I wanted. I have a whole video of this on YouTube. It's one of my non-ASMR videos. If you ever need a good laugh and to feel really great about yourself, go ahead and watch that. Because yeah, let's just say it was a botched job to the extreme. Like, when I walked by mirrors after that, my haircut, like how bad it was and tight it was. I would walk by a mirror and I'd just be walking over. I'd scare myself. Sorry if I just scared you guys. Or like I'd be shocked when I looked at myself. Oh my gosh, what is that? So the regular way I was wearing like turbans, it didn't work anymore. I had no hair to wrap it around. So I had to buy a few of these and then look even cooler. This one happens to be polka dots. The others were not, but this was fun. I've never actually worn it. Never had like the right opportunity to. And then when I was with one of my friends one day, I wore it because we were gonna go like walking, and sometimes these are easier to wear when you're like exercising outdoors or something. I cover my head when I'm in Egypt. I don't have to, but I choose to. Long story. And so yeah, I wanted to have this on for walking because it was less on my head, like less warm, etc. And when I arrived, my friend like could not stop laughing at me, like laughing, and proceeded to explain to me, the foreigner, that these are hats or tops, I don't know, what do you, a hat, okay, that only essentially like grandmas wear in Egypt now. So I was walking around with the like grandma chic look, and my friend could not stop laughing, so we call them grandma hats now. So yeah, these are my grandma hats. I want to give them away because now, you know, now that I know it's grandma chic, I haven't worn them very many times, if you can imagine that. I still wear them once in a while to like open the door for deliveries or things like that. Just pop one of these on. Yeah. But I think it's still, like, in my head, I still think this is cute with the right outfit, because I don't see it as grandma, because like that's not the culture I grew up on. I don't see it. But now that I've lived here longer, I've definitely seen it on grandmas, and I'm like, there it is. Okay, looking good, grandma. Okay, this next item is a little bottle of vitamin D3 by Nature Made. A friend of mine actually asked if I could get some of this for them while I was in the US. So this is for a friend. They paid for it and I just helped bring it, a little small thing. But it's interesting. I found that in Egypt, it's often when people will stay indoors for one full day without going outside, or even more than one full day. Sometimes 3 full days people will stay indoors. And just generally the culture's awake later at night. It's kind of a night owl culture. And so vitamin D could be helpful in those cases. So okay, it says this is a value size. There are 220 tablets in here. It says it supports immune health, supports bone, teeth and muscle health. Use daily to help raise and maintain healthy vitamin D levels. Adults take 1 tablet daily with water and a meal. Stored tightly closed in a cool, dry place out of reach of children. Interested in the ingredients, but well, let's see. Cellulose gel, maltodextrin, sugar, cruscarmelose, sodium, acacia gum, stearic acid, cornstarch, magnesium stearate. Probably pronounced a lot of that incorrectly, but that's okay. The top portion, of course, is plastic here. This part is kind of matte, doesn't have any texture. This part does have texture. This is the little lid that pops open. I want to open it because I think there might be a nice sound that can come from this part here. Yeah, I won't puncture it at all. I did not do this in the no talking version and I should have. Probably my favourite sound of everything here. Apologise to everyone that watched the no talking version. Oh no. This is one of those sounds where I don't know how to stop. Sometimes that happens to me when I'm tapping on something and I love the sound so much that I have to force myself to stop. Imagine if this was like bigger too. I mean, it'd be a different sound, of course, but I need someone to help me stop. I can't. You might need to like look at the links below. Danielle always does timestamps. Not that you always have to, Danielle. Anytime you do it, we're thankful, but you don't always have to do it, just so you know. But thank you. Yeah, but you might want to check the timestamps if you want to get past this sound, because I can't seem to stop. Oh, hopefully you're enjoying it as well. I just love when it's close up to the mic like that. It says lift and peel. That's kind of hilarious. It says lift and peel and then the TM, the like trademark. It's kind of funny that lift and peel's trademark. I mean, it is lift, like, what's it called? I'll just show it to you. Apostrophe? Can you see? Oh, I have to do that thing that people do. Is that gonna work? Nope. Why isn't it? Oh, there. Okay. Apostrophe. Lift, apostrophe N, apostrophe peel. TM. Oh my gosh, it's like, I can't. Anyone else that make ASMR videos out there have that happen to them? Where like you find a sound and you're like, you just don't want to stop. Oh my gosh, look. This ring is, there we go. Who would have thought? The inside of the vitamin D container. Okay. I did it. There we go. That took a lot of willpower. Okay. We've got this here. This is a plastic spray bottle, and I love the sound of the spray bottle. Just a really cheap version from IKEA. The wall behind me is very clean. It's good because I think I sprayed oil on that wall the other day. I'm not joking, I opened something and it sprayed, and it was something oil based, and I specifically remember some splattering on the wall, so I should just actually... There we go, that should do the trick. So this part is a different kind of plastic than the top portion. This part's very transparent, as you can see. There's a really high pitch when you tap it. It's a bit thicker. It is, you know, slightly, it's transparent, but not the way that this is. A few tags on here. Made in Czech Republic. Interesting. IKEA of Sweden. IKEA is Swedish, if you did not know that. Thank God for Sweden. We love you, Sweden, and your brilliant minds. I've asked this before, but I'll ask it again. What countries have you guys been into an IKEA at? I've been in IKEA in 3 different countries: the US, Egypt, and Switzerland. So, what countries have you guys been inside of an IKEA in? Because I don't know all the countries that it's in, you know. A lot of people that I share that I go to IKEA sometimes in Egypt, they're like, there's an IKEA. I mean, I was surprised too. But yeah, there's 2. About each one's maybe 40 minutes from me in different directions. But I don't think there's many of them, but in Cairo, there's one in Cairo. I think specifically probably New Cairo. Maybe the first settlement, is that where Cairo Festival is? The IKEA is at a mall called Cairo Festival. And the other one is at the Mall of Arabia, which is in the 6th of October. That's the name of the city, the 6th of October. Lots of places are named after dates in Egypt. Significant historical dates for Egyptian history. Is that true for anyone else's countries? That maybe places are named after dates like that? I can't think of any examples in the US, but there probably are some examples of that. It'd be kind of like if we had a city called the 4th of July, or streets called the 4th of July. Okay. So, these are the set of nails that I got this set from. I have placed all of my sets of nails into Ziploc bags because when I purchased them in the US, they came in bags that were quite large. I'm sorry, boxes that were large. Not large, but when you're traveling with them in a suitcase, they take up a lot of space. Like, and I brought back all the packs that I had purchased on my last trip in the US. It literally would have taken up almost an entire of their boxes. Put them in Ziploc bags and travelled with them like that. Because it's hard to find all these great designs and kind of good for, I'm like, you know, I'm tapping and scratching and doing all sorts of things, so I need really strong nails. They can't be flimsy, and they need to come in like a set of 24, whereas lots of nails here will come in like a set of 12, and you just like hope they kind of fit most of your fingernails. So you can find this brand here, but you'll find a very limited amount of designs. And because I use them all the time, I like to have lots of lots of different designs, different patterns, different colours. I try to change the mood of the nails each week. So for example, since I have a bright yellow on this week, next week I would not wear like another super vibrant colour. I might go to like a more pastel or something with a design that's kind of artsy or something to kind of switch it up for you guys. I don't think I've ever actually told you that, but I always do that. So, I haven't watched a show on Netflix for quite a while because there's been a lot going on, and prior to a lot going on, I mainly was watching all of the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. I don't know if I told you guys that, but I watched like almost all of it, like probably, I'm gonna go 60%. And that's a lot when there's like 8-hour days every day. Like, I really did watch a lot of it, or put it on in the background when I was like doing dishes or